Hello everyone, it's Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back and being here again. And for those of you who are new, this is a channel of love, light, and peace. I ask that all who watch these videos come because you're watching them in a good way, to walk your path in a good way. This channel is for those who are on a spiritual journey and who know they're on a spiritual journey and who are looking for messages and guidance to help them walk their journey in a good way. The earth is in need of such healing at this point in time, and so I'm offering this venue, this space, as a place where folks who might be healers, who might be teachers, who might be activists, helpers of any kind, walking their path to assist the earth in her evolution forward in a good way. May this be a place where you can find rest, illumination, inspiration, and repose. And that's my intention. And so it is. So we've just finished going through the new moon in Virgo, which was on Thursday, and the eclipses also in the beginning and middle of February. And so I know this is a time where lots of shifts have been made by many of you. Lots of choices have been made by many of you. Lots of new information is coming out for some of you to integrate into your lives going forward. And the message that I'm getting from Spirit right now is just a message of balance. How do we balance all the stuff that's coming at us? How do we balance letting go of who we once were in order to step into where we're going as human beings, as spiritual beings? And also how to balance the work in the world that is very much of the physical, tangible realm, along with the very real truths, spiritual truths that we're also receiving at this point in time. So in order to really manifest who you are in the world, you must take action on the spiritual messages that you receive, right? You can't just receive them and do nothing. So I encourage you, as you move through the month of March, to find your balance between listening and acting, between doing and being, between rest and work, between play and work, between pleasure and work. There's a lot of work for us light healers and light workers to do, so may we all do that in a balanced way. That is the message that's coming up for the community in the month of March. Okay, let's go into your readings without further ado. If you want a personal reading from me, all my information is below. Hi Capricorn, welcome to your March 2018 reading. This is Freya at Spirit Healer Tarot. And I'll go ahead and start with my prayer. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection, understanding, and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for Capricorn's understanding. May all of my Capricorn's intentions be heard and answered. And I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all concerned. I ask this through all my teachers. Please show us the messages and energies for Capricorn for the month of March 2018. I would like to have Capricorn to have love in their lives, to be in loving relationships, to have creative work that is fulfilling, and to always be guided towards their highest destiny. And as I say this prayer, I also ask my guides to please close and bar all gates, entryways, and passages that might be open at this point, and just go ahead and close them so that any negative energies or malevolent spirits that might be seeking to influence and insert themselves into the space, may they just bounce off and go where it is they're most needed to go at this point in time. Keeping the space sacred and clear and coherent. Thank you. And so it is. That last bit is a prayer that my priestess friend Marchetti says at the beginning of her readings, and I find it to be really, really amazing in helping to keep the space clear. So let's see, asking for messages and guidance and love and spirituality for Capricorn for the month of March 2018. Please show us. Okay, they're done. Messages and energies for Capricorn for the month of March 2018. Middle one. Okay, let's see, Capricorn. Okay, you're having a 4-card spread. The first card is your challenge for the month. And we've got King of Wands in reverse. The next card is your blessing for the month. Oh, great. 2 of Swords in reverse. The next card is your overall energy for the month, and you've got 2 of Wands. And the next card is your spiritual guidance for the month. Okay. And you've got the 6 of Wands in reverse. Overall energy for your reading is the Strength card in reverse. Okay, interesting. What is going on for you this month, Capricorn? What happens? What's happening? What's happening? Let me tune into your cards. Okay, you've got 3 wand cards. King of Wands, 2 of Wands, 6 of Wands. King, 2, 6. So fire energy is up this month. Creative energy, passion. Now, King of Wands is the challenge. The 2 of Swords is the blessing. And you're 2 of... So there's... You guys are being faced with a choice. Here's your overall energy. Do I go left or right? Which path do I take? And I'm getting that this is the overall energy for the month. So it could be that you're taking this month to really suss out what the right choice is. The blessing for the month is the 2 of Swords. So the blessing for the month is that you actually make a choice, that a choice becomes clear and you take it, that you put all your energy not in the vacillating back and forth, but in the decision. Choice. Path. Take one. Let the other go. Move all of your energy towards the direction of that one path. Just stop. You can see the smoke. I'm burning some incense and I'm just trying to quell it because it's too much. Okay, so those are immediately as I'm looking at the cards, those are the 2 messages. There's a choice to be made and there's a blessing in making the choice. You will be so blessed if you are able to make the choice early this month, because then you can just move forward. Now, if you're not able to make the choice, right, here come the challenge cards. So the first challenge card is the King of Wands in reverse. Beware of impatience. Beware of asserting your will over everyone else's. So beware of that like big passionate push to get your will heard and get your will made the will for everyone else. I'm really getting that either you or someone else around you is exerting this energy. It's funny because even though he's a king, I just saw an image of a young child. So some of you might be having moments with a young, defiant child that's just, maybe in their 3-year-old, 4-year-old phase of everything is about them and they want their way. And if they don't get their way, it goes all haywire. That's for a small number of you. That's not for all of you. For the rest of you, it is this energy of having to deal with someone who has a very strong will and a very powerful push to make that will happen. If that's so, that's your challenge. There's some energy around you that is like this, or you might be feeling this, right? Again, we've done the Two of Swords. The blessing is being able to make a choice, taking a path, and the Two of Wands is sort of the overall energy of vacillating. Do I take this or that path? What am I doing? Now, spiritual guidance for you, Six of Wands in reverse. And to me, the Six of Wands has so many different meanings, but when I saw this card, it's about, getting the ego out of the way, right? Making the ego not the deciding factor in this choice that you're making, because you've got, this is the victory card. Here's the hero coming home from battle or from visiting another kingdom, and all his subjects are cheering him on for returning victorious, right? There's this big, boastful, prideful energy around this. And in the reverse, in your spiritual guidance position, it tells me that it's important in this decision-making process, whatever this is about for you, to demote the ego and not come from an egoic place in making the choice. And the overall energy for the reading is the Strength card, right? So some of you in this reading, it's about having the strength to let the ego know its place, having the strength to say, no, we're not giving in to you. And I'm really, it's funny, I'm really getting that for some of you, it is about a young child who has a very strong will, strong ego, and you're having to be strong. And maybe you don't feel strong enough to really combat this ego, but it's about having strong boundaries and saying, no, I'm sorry, this is not what you're going to do. We're holding the boundary on this one. And maybe that's the choice you need to make. Who knows? Bottom line is that your strength needs to look more like this, right? The Knight of Wands upright in saying, this is my clear choice. This is my clear decision. Sorry, you're not going to go on the play date with so-and-so, even though you really love them and want them. You'll see them again next time, but not today. It's those kinds of things. And then for those of you who aren't parents, who this is more maybe a work decision or a partner issue where your partner is being willful or you're feeling willful towards your partner. This is about being strong enough to keep the relationship always at the center, the health of the relationship at the center of whatever the decision is. Let your ego go, let your partner's ego go. It's not about you or him or her winning. It's about what's the right choice for both of you going forward. Okay. And let me just, okay, wait. I think we're ready for the oracle, but let me just tune in and see if there are other messages that want to come through. Oh, I think that was pretty clear. Okay, we are ready. So Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild is what's coming up today to be used for your reading. And dear Sacred Rebels, please show us a guiding message for Capricorn for this month of March 2018. Thank you. Beautiful. Focus on the light. Focus on the light. Okay. Let me read what it says. Okay, they're telling me to say what I feel about this card in relation to the reading before I read what the book says. So to me, when I see, based on the reading that you just had, based on the theme of balance that we started out the reading with, right in the very beginning, there was a message about balance. Focusing on the light means, to me, what are the virtues of this person, this King of Wands in reverse? What are the virtues of the relationship that you have with them? What are the virtues of this decision that you're making? Even though it might demote your ego, even though it might demote your partner's ego, focus on the light that you're trying to bring in, which is why you're making the decision to demote the ego. Does that make sense? Okay, and I'm going to read it now. Focus on the light. A tremendous force of light is gathering around you. It is attracted to the purity of your intention to create from your heart. As your intention grows, so does the light. As the light grows, so does your intention. Magic wants to happen for you now. The synchronicity, perfect timing, opportunities, and information that are needed will be drawn right to your door. You may start to feel as if you cannot walk outside without stumbling into something helpful, wonderful, and inspiring. You may be startled as this interplay of light with your heart evokes many new successes and attracts an abundance of opportunities your way. You may need to adjust as the field of light grows stronger and its effects become more palpable. It may bring rather dramatic improvements to your world. You may be uncomfortable or feel out of depth with these changes. Strength card in reverse. This would be understandable, but it would be a shame for you to hold on to that resistance for anything more than a brief moment. Any resistance or fear will inhibit the continuing free flow of the light so that it can manifest its beauty through you in the physical world where it is needed. It is best to stay focused on your pure heart and intentions. Just allow all else to happen of its own accord without making it mean anything too personal. Simply let it be the workings of the great light of love flowing through a pure heart and touching the world. Okay, so it's a choice. I'm hearing it's a choice to demote the ego and to come from the pure-hearted person that you are, or that you're trying to be, right? The willfulness needs to go. And once you make that choice, whatever that choice is, the things that you need to continue flowing down that path will come to you and will manifest for you. Beautiful readings, Capricorn. I almost said Sagittarius. You might be dealing with a Sag. Saturn is in your sign, so I understand that you might be feeling challenged, but you know, Capricorns love the challenge. They're up for it. So be well, be up for the challenge. Know that you are strong. You have strength. Keep focusing on the light, and I will see you next month. Take care. Namaste.